Hey, Ken Silvestri, Curtis Koch, Broadway Limited Imports. It's summertime, it's hot. You know, you're thinking about vacations, swimming, fishing, yada, yada, yada. But like every year, you know what's gonna happen? The kids go back to school, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then the serious train season occurs. So let's be prepared this season. We have some very cool equipment to show you, so check it out. First off, BLI's heavyweight 5-car passenger set. These were built in the early 1900s through the 1930s. Why are they called heavyweights? Steel body and underframe. They also feature high arched roofs that allow hot air to escape. Remember, there was no air conditioning. Here's Curtis with BLI's heavyweights.
Thank you, Ken, and everybody, thanks for joining us today. We've got some great heavyweights that are coming in, and I want to give a shout out really quick to our artist, Stephen Wilder, who designed the artwork on this fantastic 5-car set box. The image on the front that you see here was hand-painted watercolor image that we were able to pad print onto the box, and it turned out fantastic, and Stephen is a heck of an artist. So Stephen, shout out to you, and the rest of this box has all the 5 cars that you will need. It includes, as you can see from the artwork on the back, 1 combine, 3 coaches, and a heavyweight heavyweight business car, at the end of your train. So these 5-car sets are really, really incredible. You're going to see some video of it on our layout here. The one in my hand here that we have running on the layout is the Chesapeake and Ohio version. These cars came in several different road names. You can go ahead and find the full list on our website, broadway-limited.com. We also had Pennsylvania Railroad versions, which is what our tooling for these cars has been based off of. The combine's based off of the PB70 combine, and the business car is based off of the Z74D business car as well. So we got a lot of great stuff here. We're going to show you some clips of them on the layout, and with the touch lighting sensors and everything that you're going to get on these cars, they're going to make great additions to your railroad and to your business car fleet if you're building one. So without further ado, let's take a look at them.
Next up, the Paragon4 PRR B6 in HO. 238 B6sbs were built between 1916 and 1920. These shifters were the backbone of the Pensy yards and terminal system. These slope-back tenders were designed with practicality in mind. Since these switchers rarely ventured far from the yard, they did not require large capacities of coal and water. And the slope-back allowed the engineer better sight that promoted safety and efficiency, an elegant design. Here's Curtis with BLI's model of PRR's mighty 060.
Thank you, Ken. So yes, we've got a pre-production sample of our Pennsylvania Railroad B6sb. These locomotives are in stores now, but I'm going to use our pre-production sample here to go over a few of the details that we've got on this model. First off, it is die-cast metal, so you've got a die-cast chassis, die-cast boiler, and tender shell. And a lot of these detail parts that you'll see here are also either some brass parts or some plastic parts to kind of mix a little bit all in the mix with the locomotive. But we got, as you can see, some great detailing on the front. Let's start at the cab. We've got great rivet detail with a slidable slot above the cab for the vent. You've got the bell right here, complete with a bell cord into the cab. You've got the safety valves over here by the dome. You've got a great smokestack. You've got air pumps and other piping detail. And of course, you've got the correct valve gear and wheel arrangement for the B6sbs. And going on to the back of the tender, we've got several other details. Ken mentioned the slope back tender. We've got working marker lights on the rear, directional headlight on the rear as well. We've got the appropriate grab irons on the back here so the crews were able to safely walk up the back of the tender. The water tender hatch, realistic coal load with, again, grab irons around the side, and of course that striking Pennsylvania Railroad lettering on the side of the tender. Those are just a few of the details on these models, but you really got to see them for yourself because the pulling power for a little switcher like this is unmatched, and we're going to demonstrate a little bit of that here. But if you go online and see some videos, you'll see that this locomotive can pull a lot of cars in your yard, and it'll be the perfect switcher for it. So without further ado, let's see it take a spin around the layout.
This just in. We've just received samples of the Paragon4 UP Late Challenger in N scale, and Curtis is chomping at the bit to show it to you. But first, let me add, Bob engineering realistic smoke in N scale steam is amazing. Seeing the illusion of smoke billowing from the steam's smokestack beats just seeing an empty stack. Now here's Curtis.
Thank you, Ken. Yes, we've got an exciting update on our upcoming N-Scale Union Pacific Late Challenger. As you're seeing videos of it going around across the screen here, the tooling for these is now complete, and these massive machines are ready to head to your N-Scale layout, and they're just about to head into production. But before they go into production, we want to make sure that you guys get your orders in with this new order deadline that we have coming up. The order deadline is Thursday, September 25th, 2025, so make sure you get your orders in. We've got a couple of key features on this first production run, which include accurate front-end detailing, including class-specific aftercoolers, proper tenders for each class, the 25C100, the 25C400, and the oil tender for the UP3985. We've got multiple different paint schemes, including Union Pacific, Rio Grande, Clinchfield, and 2 unlettered black versions, so you can add your own railroad's name to the side of them. And also, we've got these equipped with Paragon4 Sound DC, DCC, with accurate sounds from the UP Late Challenger with some recordings from UP3985. Not to mention you got the smoke and the GoPack capacitors inside the locomotive. And if you prefer to have your preferred aftermarket decoders, maybe Tsunami, ESU, or TCS, we do have Stealth Series models. These models are no sound with DCC ready and plug and play capability, meaning that you just have to get your aftermarket NX18 decoder, plug it in, and you're good to go. So make sure you place your order with your dealer by the September 25th order deadline to secure your model. Orders submitted after the September 25th deadline will only be filled if extra inventory is available, and these will not last long. We can assure you of that. So make sure, again, you get your pre-order in for these Challengers. They're going to be sweet. They're going to pull a lot of freight or passenger trains on your layout.
Well, thank you for spending time with us. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and happy railroading.